I woke up to shouting that didn't belong to a dream. It sliced through my head before my eyes even opened, sharp and panicked, echoing off walls I didn't recognize. My body refused to move, like gravity had doubled overnight. Every breath hurt. My mouth tasted like metal, my skull throbbed, and the air around me hummed with a mechanical buzz that felt wrong somehow. For a moment, I didn't know where I was. Then memory slammed back into me all at once. Headlights, a violent spin, the scream of tearing steel, and a stranger's voice promising help before everything went dark. Now I lay trapped in a hospital bed, one arm strapped tight, my leg heavy with a brace, pain blooming across my ribs in deep, ugly waves. Tubes snaked into my skin. Machines blinked and beeped beside me, quietly insisting that I was still here. Standing at the foot of the bed was my sister, arms crossed, her expression more irritated than worried. My mother sat by the window, already glued to her phone, scrolling like this was a delay she hadn't planned for. No one asked how I felt. My sister clicked her tongue and glanced at the monitors. "You always do this," she said lightly. "Make everything bigger than it is." Her eyes flicked to my bandages, unimpressed. "All that drama for a little accident." My mother laughed under her breath, without looking up. I said nothing. I had learned years ago that silence was safer. Speaking only gave them something to twist. My sister leaned closer to the machine beside my bed. "That noise is annoying," she muttered. Then, almost casually, she added, "You've been pretending to be sick since we were kids." Before I could process what was happening, her hand reached out. The sound stopped. The screen went black. The room fell into a silence so sudden and absolute it made my chest tighten in panic. I didn't scream. I didn't move. I couldn't. My body felt too heavy, my mind too tired. A strange, detached thought drifted through me, so this is how it happens. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly while no one believes you matter. The door hadn't closed all the way. A nurse stepped inside. She didn't shout. She didn't rush. She looked at the dark screen, then at my sister's hand still hovering near the unplugged cord. Her face hardened, eyes sharp and focused. "You're not leaving," she said calmly. "I've already called security and the police." Color drained from my sister's face. My mother stood up so fast her chair scraped loudly across the floor. They started talking at once, excuses, backtracking, nervous laughter, stress, a misunderstanding, a joke gone wrong. The nurse didn't respond. She reconnected the machine, checked my vitals, and stepped back into the hallway. Minutes later, officers entered the room. They didn't look confused. They didn't look amused. One of them asked me gently if I felt safe. I couldn't answer. I didn't have to. That was enough. My sister's voice rose in disbelief. My mother tried to reason, then to cry. None of it worked. They were escorted out, still arguing, still blaming each other, until the door shut behind them with a quiet final click. The beeping returned, steady and reassuring. I lay there shaking, not from pain, but from the delayed terror of realizing how close I had come to disappearing without a witness. Later, a doctor came in, not rushed, not distracted. She sat down and told me something that changed everything. While I'd been unconscious, my sister had tried repeatedly to access my medical records. When she was denied, she told staff I had a history of exaggerating symptoms, that I was dramatic, that I didn't need medication. My mother, meanwhile, had been caught mocking me behind nurses' backs, minimizing my condition every chance she got. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a pattern. That night I was moved to a different floor. Quieter, safer, protected. When I finally got my phone back the next day, it was flooded with messages. Angry ones, panicked ones, accusations wrapped in guilt. My mother warned me I was destroying the family. My sister demanded I fix this before it got worse. That was when I realized something important. They weren't afraid for me. They were afraid of losing control. Things escalated fast after I left the hospital. My landlord called to say someone claiming to be my sister had asked for a spare key. My bank account, one I'd foolishly shared years earlier, had been drained in clean, calculated withdrawals. A notification from my insurance provider warned me someone had tried to change my beneficiary.